back to Paragon Ridge Ranch. Today on My Gluten Free Husband, I am gonna make a dessert. It could be a breakfast, it could be a snack, or it could be a dessert. Around here, it'd probably be for every meal if I made it often enough. So what we're gonna make is rice pudding. And we're gonna make it just like my mom makes it. So I went to Dollar General and I was picking up the rice and I thought it was gonna be carnation milk, but I didn't wanna get the wrong one. Didn't wanna bother my mom, so I thought, I remember it was in her old Betty Crocker book, the red and white square checkered one, you know, that has all these old recipe cards and all these papers falling out of it that kind of tinged kind of tawny. When I started looking at the recipes, they all called for just whole milk. I was like, no, it's carnation. I know it's carnation. And then some of them called for just like an egg or two, and some called for 5 eggs. Some called it rice custard, some called it rice pudding, and then some of it was just pretty much rice with some sugar and milk mixed in a bowl. I was like, no. Gotta make it the way my mom makes it. So I called my mom and we discussed how to make it. Well, here it is. We are gonna use white rice. We're gonna use white sugar. We're gonna use 2 eggs. Cinnamon is for afterwards. I'm gonna use 5 cans of evaporated milk. My mom's recipe also calls for the yellow raisins, but the Dollar General didn't have any. When she does do them, she does soak them for 10 to 20 minutes in some water, in some warm water, before she puts them into the recipe, because that like rehydrates them and makes them plump. And then they start getting plump, and then they absorb this nice, creamy, really sweet, milky taste while it's in the oven. So let's get started. We are gonna take this 9x13 casserole dish, and we are gonna start making this rice pudding, and I'm so excited. My mouth is watering. I cannot wait. So first thing we're gonna do is we are gonna get 16 ounces or 4 cups of rice. We've got the 4 cups of rice, and I'm just gonna actually put it right directly in the casserole dish. The next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take these evaporated milks, I'm gonna make sure that they are shaken up really, really well, and I'm gonna open them up and pour them on here. I say 5, but we're just kind of gonna wing it and see how we feel with the amount of rice and the amount of evaporated milk before we do anything else. I am thinking right now that 3 is gonna be good. I still have to add the sugar and the eggs. Now the eggs are gonna help when it cooks to hold it together. So you're not just gonna pick it up like rice that's gonna fall off your fork. It's gonna be more like a pie or piece of cake that you can actually cut into a square, lift up, and put in a bowl or a plate. I think I'm gonna go with like 1.5 to 2 cups of sugar. We'll just see how it looks and how it feels with the texture. But one thing I forgot to tell you about was vanilla. Oh my God, how can I forget vanilla? Let's look for it. Oh my goodness. Should be it? Yep. It's right here, ready to go in my mouth. It's so hard to get the camera where I need it to be. So hi down here. I'm gonna add the 1.5 cups of sugar and kind of see how that is, and then we'll talk about vanilla. That's 1.5, but the first 2 were not very full, so I'll just, there we go. That's 1.5 cups. I know that's like a lot of sugar. So let's stir that up. Okay, that is all stirred up. Let's go ahead and start up the oven so I can just put this right in whenever we're done. We are gonna put it on 325. So now it's time for vanilla. I'm gonna put about 2 teaspoons in and see how that does. Guys, this smells so good. Like, so good. I would love to learn how to make my own vanilla extract one day. I'm gonna look that up. I'm gonna see if you can actually make it yourself at home. It says water, sugar, caramel color, artificial flavor, citric acid, sodium benzoate, which is a preservative. So I wonder without the preservative how long it would last. Oh, it smells so good. See the consistency? It is finally ready. So we are gonna put this rice pudding in at 325 degrees in the oven, and we're not gonna put a cover on it, and we're gonna bake it for 30 minutes. After that 30 minutes, we're gonna take it out. We're gonna sprinkle cinnamon, or you could use nutmeg. We like cinnamon. So you sprinkle cinnamon all over it, and then you put it back in for another 20 minutes. At that 50-minute mark, you wanna take a spoon, a fork, a toothpick, however you generally do it for a cake, and put it down into the rice pudding, and if it comes out clean, then it's ready to go and ready to eat. Gotta be very careful. It's really, really watery, so you have to be very, very careful. Now it's time to add the cinnamon. Right on time. Now we're gonna put it back in for 20 more minutes. It's ready. Let's take it out. Okay. It is ready. See the little cracks in it? That means that it is ready to be taken out. So we're just gonna put it right here, and we're gonna let it cool off for a little bit. It's gonna be so good. Is it good?
Very good. Very good.
It's been a long time since I made that for you, haven't I?
Yes. This is a 10 out of a 10 here.
I love you. You're so good.
Hot, so I'm separating it out.
Yeah, and I don't have milk, so normally we would just like put some milk to cool it off a little bit. That looks so good.
Yeah.
Okay. Yum. Well, you see, that was so easy. You need to make it yourself next time. Hope you enjoyed our video. Please subscribe, hit the little dingle bell so you're alerted every time we have new content, and I hope you have a great night. Bye-bye.